Welcome to Sea Leg Journey's Sunday evening live event with your hosts, Robin and Chet. And who knows, maybe baby Enzo or Ringo will have a special appearance tonight.
Pretty sure they will.
We would encourage you to participate in the chat and join along with the fun.
That's right. Bring your questions and comments in. We're going to help you find out the things you need to know to make your next cruise the best one ever.
Whether you decide to stay on the ship or get off the ship, a cruise vacation is a vacation of a lifetime.
That's right. We'll talk about excursions. We'll talk about the ports. We'll talk about the ships and, of course, the food.
It's almost showtime, so go grab that snack. The show's about to start. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Night Live with Sea Leg Journeys.
Woo-hoo, how about that?
All right, y'all, just to give you a pre-warning, I've got a big old sty on my eye. Can you see it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It started Friday, and yeah. So actually, it was at its worst this morning, and it's finally starting to get better now.
That's because he finally did what I told him to do.
What'd you tell me to do?
Put ice pack on it.
She told me, go get a cactus and rub the cactus on your face.
It's not what I said.
I said, that didn't work. She goes, try boiling water.
I didn't say that either.
Try a red brick.
I didn't say that either. Okay. So we want to welcome all of you to the show tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Those of you that are joining us from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube followers, if you've just found us, our moderators, woo, our members, go members, and all of our lurkers.
The ones lurking in the window, the ones lurking on the radio, the ones lurking through TV. Yeah, all of them.
And I don't know what Ringo wants. He wants back there on that chair with baby Enzo, but he can't get there from here.
And there's baby Enzo.
You want to get back there, baby Enzo?
He is cleaning my wheels, as you can tell. He's cleaning the wheels off of the wheelchair.
Ringo's going to jump down. Ringo don't know what he wants. He's down.
He wants something.
Now he's going to be whining and complaining that he ain't where he wants to be. Mm-hmm. But what can you do? He's a chihuahua.
He's a chihuahua.
So what are we talking about tonight?
All kinds of stuff. Hey, I did put a poll up here, and I wanted to go over that poll, but I got to look it up real quick.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'll say hello to some of the people that are in the chat. How about that?
How about that?
Baby shark, shark, shark.
Baby shark.
Hello, Tiffany. And it's Z's Gaming and Home Theater channel.
Z-Man.
Hey, Z-Man. So nice to have you. And Tiffany says it was fun playing Mad Libs last week. We got to do it again.
We will do it again one
day. We will do it again.
We sure will.
Don't know when, but we'll do it again. And Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. And Aaron Smith.
Hey, he's saying hello to the Sea Leg Journey crew.
And Don Arnold.
Aloha, Don. How you doing tonight?
And let's see, we have Randa Cita.
Hey, Miranda, what's going on? Good to see you.
Right. And Magnificent
Germany
with Darian.
That's Darian. Hey, Darian, how's it going over there?
And he's saying hello to everybody.
Right on.
Let's see. And Don already asked what happened to your face.
I had a sty. It started Friday morning. Y'all couldn't see it Friday morning. It wasn't visible yet, but I could feel it. It felt like a piece of sand right there in my eye.
I think it's because he was trimming the tree. Yeah. Our tree was starting to get on our neighbor's fence. So Chet went out there to trim it, and that tree was still pollinating. Yeah. Is that what you call it? And I think that the pollen got him.
I think it got me too. But if I was a pearl, if I was an oyster, I could be making a pearl. I feel like right now, I thought that must be why oysters make pearls out of a piece of sand.
It looks just like somebody punched him in the eye and gave him a big old black eye.
Except it's got a little zit. It's got a little zit right there on the top, and pretty soon it's going to go.
That's just a sty.
It's a sty.
So here we go. So Aaron says, not sure about that.
Any stab at fun tried by Chet and Robin on the live stream has actually flopped. Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
So I got the poll up.
poll. What was your poll?
I put this up 5 days ago, and it said, which one would you like to do? And what I kind of meant was, which one would you like to do today? I should have added that because, we change.
Mm-hmm.
Today you want Captain Crunch, and tomorrow
we flip like a switch.
You want a different cereal.
So there were pictures you put up.
That's right. And option number 1 was the train ride we did on an old 1929, I think it was, steam train.
And you know what? We're also going to talk about a special train deal this week.
We are. That's one of our topics.
Mm-hmm.
I got it written. That's what we'll forget.
Right.
And option number 2 was going in that small 9-passenger dual engine aircraft, like the one we took over the Arctic Circle.
Yeah, and let me tell you what, if you've ever been in a small plane, ain't nothing like being in a big plane. In a small plane, you feel every bit of turbulence, no matter what it is. And I think it was it's Phoenix, Arizona. When you fly into that airport from the east, you come up over a mountain and drop straight down to the airport. And when you're in a little plane, you feel like you could drop out of the sky like any minute.
Yeah. You got to check out our night landing video from that flight. It's pretty exciting, pretty intense. Hey, option number 3 was a dog sled, but not on the glacier. This dog sled has a sled with wheels on it, so you could drive it around on a grass and gravel track. We did that in Alaska. So that was option number 3.
So I love dogs, whether they're pulling a sled, whether they're puppies. You get puppies in the piazza like Princess does when you go to Alaska. They bring the puppies in the piazza.
Yeah.
I love dogs, no matter what they're doing.
And option number 4, of course, is a cruise ship. This particular one we have in the picture is the Mardi Gras, but it can represent any cruise ship. Maybe you've got one that you would
Big
prefer.
Cruise ships, little cruise ships, different cruise lines.
So that day, you want to find out how many people liked what?
I don't know.
The percentages.
The percent. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
What was the one people wanted to do the least?
The one they wanted to do the least was flying that 9-passenger aircraft, that twin-engine little plane, like we flew to the Arctic Circle. It got 0%. Nobody wanted to do that one.
So I'm thinking it's probably because it's a smaller plane.
Probably.
Not only that, I think that if you talk to people in regards to mode of travel, I really think that airplane probably falls towards the bottom of the list in a mode of travel.
I would think so.
Mm-hmm. Only because you're confined.
Oh, yeah.
On a train, you're not as confined. On a cruise ship, you're not as confined. Even in your own car, you're not as confined because you can stop at any time.
That's right. That's right. You get on that plane, though, that plane leaves at a certain time.
Yeah.
And it ain't stopping until it gets there.
No, it's not. So let's say hello to a couple more people that dropped in.
Hey, there's Marjorie. She's saying, Sea Lake Journey. Hi and good evening. The SmackDown is on tonight at 7 p.m. at WrestleMania. Oh my goodness, WrestleMania. Marjorie, are you going to be wrestling tonight? Or are you just going to go watch them wrestle tonight?
And Najuma Brown.
Hey, Najuma, how's it going?
It's a cruise life.
That's Pete and Lisa from It's a Cruise Life.
I was talking to her last night. She told me, she says, Robin, it's midnight. Actually, she says it's 00.48. It's time for bed. I had to ask Chuck, what does 00.48 mean? I don't know what time that means. And he said it was
12:48 a.m.
Right. So it's 48 minutes after midnight.
That's right.
So they do their time a lot different.
That's military time.
No, it's military time. Is 00 point.
It's not a point, it's a colon.
But she didn't have it. She was 00.48.
Did you know what it meant?
I didn't know what it meant. I had to ask you what it meant. Yeah. Here's Aaron Smith.
I rode in a single engine Cessna last year. It was my first flight ever. Oh, yeah. You feel like the stuff. That's right. Aaron.
CNN Travel.
Hey, CNS, how are you doing this evening? Good to have you here with us. Let me get this thing on.
So, the least favorite one was the Cessna.
It's not even a Cessna. It was a
the little
twin engine plane. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the one that came in next to last with 15% of the vote was the dog sled.
Well, I think that's because a lot of people the dog sled thing, they can feel like, the dogs are working unfairly and that kind of thing. So I kind of get why it would be number 3. But I still love the dogs.
I love the dogs.
I still love the dogs. I'm sorry. I just do.
That would be my first answer today.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not when I put the poll up. I had a different answer that day. I have a different answer tomorrow too.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, and the one that came in third with 27%. 27% of the vote went to the train, the old steam train.
Yeah, I could see that. I like riding on trains too. I think they're a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and you can get up and walk around on trains.
The thing about the train, though, the steam train, is it was hot.
There was no air conditioning on it because it's a train from the 1800s.
Well, 1921 or something like that. Yeah. It's a steam train, though. Yeah.
We're welcoming Ocean to Ocean Travel.
Hey, there's Bruce and Sydney, and while we got them there, I want to remind everybody: Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. We're going to head over to Ocean Travel, right? And Bruce and Sydney's going to be there, of course. TNT is going to be there. Tom and Terry and us, Robin and Chet from Sea Lake Journeys. We're going to be talking about the excursions from our upcoming group cruise. And we need to remind you one more time, what is that group cruise?
That group cruise is...
Alert, alert!
Alert, alert!
It's a group cruise!
Group cruise, y'all!
With your host, Sea Lake Journeys, TNT Adventures to Sea, and Ocean to Ocean Travel.
So come on, let's get on that Norwegian breakaway. May 19th through the 26th, 2024. We'll be leaving out of the port of Miami, going to Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, St. Thomas, and Tortola. And finally, we're going to NCL's private island, Great Stirrup Cay. Contact Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel today to get those group rates and special perks.
Join the Facebook group for all the planned events. There's room for everyone. Don't forget, contact Bruce at oceantoceantravel.com. We'll see ya on the ship.
See ya on the ship.
And we do hope to see you on the ship.
Yeah.
And let's welcome in Scott Smith.
Hey, Scott. He says, good afternoon, Sea Lake Journeys. Driving and listening. If you're driving a ship, if you're driving a plane, if you're driving a dog sled, if you're driving a train, let's Sea Lake Journeys drive with you tonight. How about that, y'all?
That's right. So what was number 2 on that second? We're down to number 1.
We're down to the number 1 one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Ocean to Ocean's talking about, I can't wait to meet everybody on the cruise.
That's
I know.
right.
I love meeting new people on the cruise.
Y'all come on with us.
I know. Yep. So go ahead. What was the number 1 thing?
Number 1 pick was that Mardi Gras cruise ship, which could be any cruise ship. It got 58% of the vote.
I can believe that. I'm telling you, cruises are the best vacation you could ever have.
You know it.
They really are.
Yep.
Great food, great entertainment. We pay for everything before we leave the house, so we can't blow our budget unless we shop.
And we don't shop. So.
We don't shop. That was a pretty interesting poll. I do like polls.
I do too. I like putting polls up. I'll try to have another one up tomorrow. I like doing the polls and I like talking about them on the show. You know, if I don't get one tomorrow, I'll get one Tuesday and we'll have it for next Sunday night. How about that?
Yep. So our number 1 topic for tonight is a new program that Princess Cruise Lines is implementing.
Yes.
That I'm pretty excited about because we live in Florida. And so years ago in Florida, actually Florida had been discussing this, I would say almost 20 years, to build a bullet train from Orlando to Miami. They even talked about doing it from Tampa to from one coast to the other, from Orlando to Key West. They talked about doing this bullet train for years. Well, for years, it was like the bullet train was going to be so expensive and Floridians were going to have to pay this exorbitant price.
So it came up with a better
for
option.
a train that a lot of people are just not even going to ride on. And they were like, well, if you commute from Tampa to Orlando or Orlando to anywhere else, it'll pay off. Well, we did build the bullet train, and it's called the Bright Line. And it actually runs from Orlando to the coast, like over by Port Canaveral, West Palm, down to Fort Lauderdale. And many times we go that way to go to the cruise port in Port Canaveral, and we see the Bright Line. And so many times you don't see very many people on the train. The train will be going by, and it's like an empty train. First of all, it is a gorgeous train. It is very comfortable. The seats are big. You have these like tables that fold out. They serve food on the ship. You can, buy a bigger area to sit in. The bullet train is not that expensive. Now, recently we talked to somebody that was landing in Orlando. They kind of messed their flight up a little bit. And they were landing in Orlando, but they were leaving out of Miami. And they were asking us, hey, what do you think? Do you know how much an Uber would cost us, or a taxi or whatever? We were like, first of all, an Uber and a taxi is going to cost you an arm and a leg.
They're off to rent a car.
So one thing that we did suggest to them was the Brightline. The Brightline was like $79 a person from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale, and then she could get some other mode of transportation from Fort Lauderdale to Miami. And that to us was the cheapest that we could solution that we could come up with her. Well, lo and behold, this week Princess Cruise Lines came out with a brand new program that they just signed with the Brightline. Do you want to tell them about the program?
You know all about it. I don't know nothing about it.
So this is the program that the deal that Princess has with the Brightline.
Mm-hmm.
You can fly into Orlando and get on the Brightline and check in with your medallion. They take your luggage when you check in at the Brightline. You don't worry about your luggage again, and they put it on the ship for you. You ride the Brightline to either Orlando to Port Canaveral or Orlando to Fort Lauderdale.
Yep.
So now that's going to save a lot of money. It is cheaper a lot of times for flights that fly into Orlando as opposed to flights that fly into Fort Lauderdale.
And if people want to do a day or two before their cruise at Disney or Universal, or after when they come back, they got the option.
And then a lot of people, if they're leaving out of Port Canaveral, Orlando many times is the closest airport. Well, trying to get transportation from Orlando to Port Canaveral can be a little on the pricey side. Mm-hmm. Well, now to ride the Brightline, and they're going to take care of your luggage for you and everything. Yeah. But the thing is, you have to book the Brightline through Princess, just like when you book flights through Princess.
I do know you say 15%.
Yeah.
Off the regular price.
Which is a pretty good deal, actually. Yeah. And the fact that they take care of your luggage. I'm excited that they take care of your luggage.
I'm all about that.
Because who wants to deal with luggage going from the airport to the train? All this craziness.
And we know from our experience in Alaska, where Princess handled all of our luggage for us, not just at the cruise, but also on the land portion, that they do an outstanding job of it. And so we would recommend it. Yeah.
So when you get to the Brightline terminal, there will be a Princess kiosk, like a little station. You go up there and you show your medallion. They take your luggage, they tag your luggage, they put the luggage on the train. It goes to the cruise ship. You don't worry about it. From the moment you get on the Brightline, you're in cruise mode, buddy.
How about
I'm telling you what, because you ain't got to worry about anything.
That's
right?
called a real solution for real cruisers right there, y'all.
Yeah, so actually the Brightline now picking up this contract from Princess is going to benefit the Brightline as well as Princess passengers. Yeah. Because like I said, now that Princess is going out of Port Canaveral, because Princess didn't go out of Port Canaveral for years.
Right.
In recent years, they've decided to go out of Port Canaveral. Now Princesses can actually provide an extra benefit for passengers. Now they're really going to start pumping out of Orlando.
How about that, y'all?
Or out of Port Canaveral. Because right now, most of the Princess cruise ships are not going out of Port Canaveral because of the whole transportation, trying to get the passengers to that.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale's was their only port forever until now. Now they got Port Canaveral, thank goodness, because they need that.
Yeah.
Because they got those big old ships like the Sun Princess coming.
And here's Aaron Smith.
Ocean to Ocean, TNT, and Sea Lake Journeys. 3-way dance.
Woo-hoo!
Hey, and also, how about a 3-way squeaky? Give me another
there
squeaky.
You go. Oh.
Or you squeak it.
Oh.
A 3-way squeaky for that, Aaron.
Let's see what else we got over here. Everybody saying hi to each other.
The
crowd goes wild. Woo!
And the crowd goes wild.
And getting ready for the eclipse. I thought we missed the eclipse. I told Shane, I said, what happened to the eclipse? Did we miss it? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Here's Aaron.
And that's from the airport at Orlando.
Yes. So, well, actually, you don't get on the Brightline at the airport. If you're booking through Princess and they're including the Brightline for you, they will take the Brightline train depot is not far from the airport. So they're going to shuttle you over from the airport to the Brightline train, and then you'll board the Brightline train, and they take you over to Port Canaveral. Once again, a shuttle from the train station to the cruise port, or all the way to Fort Lauderdale. And instead of it being like I forget how many hour drive it is, the bullet train gets you there. And I wish we looked it up. I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
To get from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale.
No driving. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the Fearless Rambler.
Hey, Fearless, what's going on? He's saying howdy everybody out there.
And the Duck Man is here.
Hey, Duck Man, welcome back. He says Brightline does not go to Port Canaveral. To stop for Port Canaveral is in Orlando.
So it goes to the area of Port Canaveral. It does not go to the quote unquote port. Okay. But it does go that way.
Yeah, it stops long enough. It's going to stop long enough anyway to let some Princess traffic out. I'm sure others too.
Yeah. And let's see what else we have here. Here's Fearless Rambler.
Just trying to set up a night on the Queen Mary. Does that count as a cruise? A night on the Queen Mary.
Oh, wow.
What?
How do you get just one night?
How do you get a night on the Queen Mary? I'm going to count it as a cruise. You're on a cruise ship if you're there for the night.
Or you could shuttle from the hotel in Orlando. That's true too. If you're flying in the day before, like many people do, you can stay at the hotel in Orlando and take the shuttle from the hotel over to the Brightline.
Yeah, if you're doing it yourself, like booking some other cruise line, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And here is Elisa.
There is an expansion route.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, expansion route.
Not only are they're making more routes now because the Brightline is catching on with travel passengers.
How about that, y'all?
And Marjorie, thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marjorie. We need to make a new one. We were talking about that. We got a couple of ideas for some new ones.
Yeah.
So we're going to be making some new ones.
Yes, but where will we find a goat and a rubber hose this time of day?
And here's Tiffany.
Fearless, there's ghosts on the Queen Mary. Woo! Maybe you can film them. Ocean to Ocean says Queen Mary is in Long Beach at the California cruise port.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how about that? I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Aaron says you're allowed to stay on the Queen Mary in Long Beach, LA, like a hotel.
I did not know that either.
Oh, what?
I did not know that
How
either.
about that?
Mm-hmm.
Fearless says the ship docked at Long Beach port as a hotel.
Wow, I did not know that.
And Aaron says, and Marjorie let the dogs out. She let the dogs out.
What else you got on the
Okay, that was my main thing.
And while you do that, I'm gonna look this up.
Okay, while she looks that up, the cruise countdown for us now, y'all, is 35 days. 35 days from now, we will be on an MSC shore heading out to sea. Lori Barber is going to be with us and some other friends. If you want to join us, it's not too late. And you can get a hold of some travel agents. If you don't have one, get a hold of Bruce at oceantooceantravel.com. Link right there in our description below. Also, other ones we have Embarkation Nation and Midlife Travels. Any of these people, find a travel agent. You need a travel agent. Someone help you book these cruises, whether it be a group cruise or a cruise just for yourself. They will help you do it. How about that, y'all?
Okay, so here is the Brightline stations. Okay, so you can go from Orlando to Port Canaveral.
Yep.
You can go from West Palm to Port Palm Beach, which is just a small port. You can go from Fort Lauderdale to Port Everglades, which I'm saying this wrong. You say it. I can't.
Top cruise lines near our stations.
Right.
The Brightline Miami Central Station, which is at Port Miami.
Right.
The Brightline Fort Lauderdale Station, which is for Port Everglades, the Fort Lauderdale. The Brightline West Palm Beach Station, which is the Port of Palm Beach. And the Brightline Orlando Station, in partnership with Orlando Health, is for Port Canaveral. So those are the 4 Brightline stations and what cruise ports they correlate to. Okay, right. How about that?
There you go. And
that's coming right off of their website right here.
Yeah.
the Brightline website. You can check it out. And it's called GoBrightline.com.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that way you can see where it is, because you can get to any of those cruise ports now if you're flying into Orlando and you're staying there for a day or two to go see the duck or the mouse or the Universal or whatever, or you're coming back.
And they do promote traveling with disabilities on the Brightline. So, any type of disability you have, they, support that as well.
Yeah.
As well as children's seatbelts and that kind of thing.
I called them and asked them, I said, listen, what if I have no leg? They said, no problem. I said, what if I have no teeth? They said, no problem. We'll let you on either way. I said, okay, great. and other cruise countdown while she's looking at that is 42 days. Only 42 days to get on that group cruise, y'all. Don't miss out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Woo! Come on with TNT, Ocean, and Sea Lake Journeys.
That's right.
So, hey, we've been working on our weight loss for these cruises, y'all. And it's been working out really good. I'm down 10 pounds. She's down 13.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm down a lot. I weigh like 113 pounds now. So I'm down from 140 to, actually 125. Because I was 140, then I went to 125. This diet, I went from 125 to 112.
Yeah. I went from 113.7, something like that, to 213.7 to I weighed this morning 202.8 or something like that. So yeah, it's going down a little over 10 pounds. We're getting there.
We're getting there,
y'all. So Princess and the Brightline was our big news. I looked at some other news stories, but there's all bad news. I was like, who wants to talk about bad news?
So I wanted to put up this little map here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Can you do it?
Yeah, I think I can make it bigger here. Let me see.
Can you put it up on screen?
Yes, I can. Hold on. Just let me get it there.
I'm gonna go over here. This way you'll know if it's there.
Okay. You gotta give me a minute though.
She's giving her.
You gotta give me a minute.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna read some comments while you're doing that. Then how about that?
Okay.
Let's see where we left at. Oh, I want to thank Marjorie again for that $5 super chat. Marjorie, December when we see you, where you at? Oh, you're over there. Marjorie, when we see you in December, I owe you some hugs, girl. Okay, some hugs. You know it. You got it. And let me scroll on down here. Fearless says he is going to look for them ghosts. Fearless is going to look for them ghosts, Tiffany. He says that. I can't put it up on screen because I'm on a separate computer over here because she's working on a map.
I'm working on something.
Aaron says, I know Beach Please stayed on the Queen Mary and vlogged it, and I think they explored the haunting angle. Woo! So yeah, there you go. If you want to see that, if somebody's already did it, but I'm gonna wait for Fearless to put it out. I think.
Okay.
Because man, George is fearless. He's the fearless rambler.
Is he the fearless?
Catch some spooks, George. We're counting on you, brother. And Aaron says, West Palm, that's the port for Margaritaville at sea. That's right, Aaron. So far, that's the only cruise ship going out of there. But who knows what the future holds?
Yeah, you never know.
Because Miami's getting clogged up. Orlando, Port Canaveral's getting clogged up. Fort Lauderdale, somebody may have to expand to West Palm besides Margaritaville.
You never know.
Maybe somebody will have to put their smaller ships in there. Carnival, Royal Caribbean can put some of those, 77,000 gross ton ships in there. Something small. And Fearless says, oops, I'm clicking on it, and I can't click on it because I'm not on that screen over there. Fearless says, I would love to join you guys, but we're in Orlando the week before at Universal Studios at a conference. How far do you live from Orlando? Well, we live depends on where you're at in Orlando, anywhere between 65 and 80 miles. Depends on which side of Orlando you're on. And depending on traffic, that's anywhere from hour and 45 minutes to 8 hours.
It's hard to say.
But let us know when you get there. If we can make it work out to get up there, we will. We have gone to Miami to meet It's a Cruise Life. It just worked out in our schedule, just perfect for that day. And we went up to Winter Haven to meet the astute tourists, Jimmy and Colleen. So, George, if we can make it work, we will. So we'll get those dates from you when we get closer and find out where you're at. And we'll get up there. And let's see, what else we got here? Elisa says, 42 days, you guys are going to have a blast. We are, Elisa. Come on, Elisa. Get Erica and get on that ship with us. Woo. There's Bone Tired Denise coming in saying, hey, y'all, popping in to say hi. Good to see you, Denise. We always see Denise in the mornings. I have to copy. Denise is when I copy the paper when I'm on Jimmy's channel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, just so you know.
Okay.
She's smart.
Is she smart?
She's a nurse.
Oh yeah, she's a nurse.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So, okay. Hey, we got Tiffany Sharp saying hello to Bone Tired and everybody else in there. I'm going to scroll here real quick. Hopefully I don't lose nothing. Woo! Wait, I see. What is that? Scott right there. Controversial Cruising. It is. The Controversial Cruising. Scott is here. We are in double Scott compliance. How about that?
How about that?
It's so exciting, y'all. We got Glitter World coming in. Hey, Glitter World. I can't put you up on the screen because she's looking
I'm
up.
still trying to do this.
She's looking up the map, so I got on the other computer, but I'm just going to read it to you. How about that, y'all? And let's see where we go. How are you? We're great, Glitter World. How are you? Glitter for everybody. Elisa says the new Margaritaville at Sea is going to be out of Tampa. That's right. They're getting a little bit newer, a little bit larger ship going out of Tampa for 4, 5, 6, and 7-day cruises. That's right. Up to 7 days on that larger and newer Margarita ship out of Tampa, doing a lot of Western Caribbean stuff. Cozumel, Costa Maya, Jamaica. I'm telling you, they're building up. This looking good for Margaritaville. Mm-hmm. It sure is. And woo! Aaron says, or as I keep saying, as ships get bigger and bigger, every port will be a tender port. A tender port. Yes, I know, Aaron. Every port is going to be a tender port. And the tenders are going to have to be the size of small cruise ships to get the people off in time, right?
Okay, I think I finally got it.
Okay, she's got it. She's putting it up, y'all.
Don't.
She's going to try
I'm
it.
gonna try.
She's going to try it.
Nope.
Scott says, yeah, I can't wait, Elisa. I'm going June 14th. I'm on Edna's group cruise. Oh, Scott's going to be over on Edna's group cruise. How about that, y'all? And hey, there's Carmen Lynn for the win. Hey, Carmen.
Hey.
I was watching your vlog before I came on here. That's what I was doing before I came here. I was in here. You heard the voice? She goes, who's that lady that you're talking to? I said, that right there be Carmen. She goes, oh, it's okay then. Right on, Carmen. And I know about the technology end, like you're talking about, learning how to do some of this stuff. I'm still learning how to do it. Still, sometimes I push a button, I go, uh-oh. There's a timer just went off. Is something going to blow up? Or what's happening? There's smoke coming from over here. What do I do now?
And for me, I've been out of the YouTube world for so long now that I know how to do it. I just forget how to get there.
Okay, when I hit this scroll over here, it goes so fast. I'm afraid I missed somebody. I hope I ain't missing nobody. Let's see. There's everybody. I see everybody saying hi to everybody. There's Happily Ever Yachty. Hey, Happily Ever Yachty. Carmelyn says, thank you, Chet. I just saw your response. Yeah, I'll always leave a comment. Carmelyn always leaves a comment too. She's a great commenter. I appreciate that so much. Comments really do help y'all. Cruise Nuts coming in saying, hey, Elisa, Adventures in Cruising, Tiffany Lava Shark, Mike and Tracy, what is going on? You know what? Y'all get the double squeaky tonight. Cruise Nuts get a double squeaky tonight. They've put up some awesome videos. I like the latest video they did where they actually took the little drone and went around a tender ship and what's that, pontoon boat and stuff. That was really cool. It was something different. They ended up going over to cruise ships too, but going around little boats. That was a good touch there, Mike.
Well, it's not. I don't know. Oh, is this it?
She's looking for it still.
I think I got it.
This. She's got this. And Elisa says, yeah, I think there'll be a meet and greet before it ends. Hopefully, Chet and Robin can come. Yeah, you let me know when y'all have that meet and greet, and we'll see if we can get there too, Elisa. Okay.
So this is the Bright Line Trail.
I don't see it over here. Oh, there it is. Okay.
So that it actually starts way over here in Tampa. I know you can't see my mouse or anything. That would be the left, right?
Upper left.
Starts at the upper left in Tampa and goes all the way over to the other coast and all the way down.
All the way down. And all those little circles you see are the stops where they're stopping at.
And they're making more stops all the time.
And they're going to add more.
And they're even thinking about taking it from Orlando on that side, or not Orlando, but Tampa down the other coast, and then shoot over to Fort Lauderdale as well. So that's it.
So that's what
took me so long to get up there. Sorry.
Okay, you'll have to catch up on the chats over there.
Okay, I don't know where you left off.
Oh, let's see. I left on, like an old song says, who's that lady? Right on, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Who is that
so then
lady?
we got Carmelyn. I'm over here now. Hey.
You're over there? Okay,
yeah.
she found it now. Thank goodness. It's hard doing it from this computer. It's
there
hard.
you go.
Hey, Yachty! Cruise Nuts going Happily Ever Yachty. Right on. And Scott says, my cousin's dog just heard your squeaky. Hey, what's your cousin's dog's name? Hey, Fido! Scooby-Doo!
You had got all the other things. Okay, what else do we have to talk about?
Oh, what else do we have to talk? There's just a lot of bad news looking stuff, The 20-year-old that jumped off the ship. I pondered over that because the story I heard was, he was drunk, but he's 20 and he's on a cruise ship. The drinking age is 21.
Doesn't mean he wasn't drinking though.
I know.
So people still bring alcohol in
mouthwash
bottles and all this stuff. And I know the cost of water and the cost of alcohol on a cruise ship is a lot. But let me tell you what, the cruise ships are cracking down on this stuff. I'm not going to be banned from a cruise for something stupid like $3 of alcohol in a mouthwash bottle.
Yeah, I just think it was tragedy. It could have been avoided.
Oh yeah,
sure.
We're talking about that young man. Yeah, I mean that the family, our hearts and everything go out to the family and all that. But it's a sad thing when lives are lost on anywhere, not just cruise ships.
This other story isn't quite so tragic. It's the MSC Harmonia. Y'all heard of that one? It's the one that went across from South America up and over to Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to let all the passengers off there, and then it was going to head to Rome. Well, when it got there, there was, I think, 67 people whose visas were not legit.
So, you know what their problem was, don't you?
What?
They didn't book through ocean-to-ocean travel.
That's exactly what the problem was. That's exactly what the problem. If you want to get things done right. If they would have booked
through ocean-to-ocean travel, their passports would have been correct.
Or Embarkation Nation.
Or
Midlife Travels.
If
you ain't booked for them, they're not going to let you go off with a fake visa, y'all.
That was part of their problem.
Yeah. So being that many from the same location, and they all claim to have gotten them from the same person, who knows? Were they tricked? Were they conned into this? Or were they all part of the con?
And the thing is that they haven't really said the whole story. Was it? I mean, the cruise, the agent,
mm-hmm.
she still got on the cruise ship.
Oh, that's a different story.
That's a different story.
That's the people who are trying to get on the ship here in the U.S.
Oh, that's right. Those are the people that they wouldn't let them
Miami.
get off the ship. Because that was the end of the cruise.
Right. They're supposed to everybody
get off the ship at the end of the cruise.
Right.
Because they didn't have valid visas to be able to get off in that particular.
So can you imagine being on this cruise? Because now they cannot let anybody on the ship. The ship's going to miss its next sailing. They had to tell everybody on the next sailing, hey, sorry, it got canceled because we got these people. And what does the cruise lines do with them? They can't dump them off there. So they can't say, oh, well, we'll just take them to the airport. No. Barcelona and Spain said, you ain't letting them off here.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so not only is the passenger trapped on the cruise ship, although I wouldn't mind being trapped on a cruise ship myself, but so what about their flight to get back home? Now that was also invalid or canceled, or were they planning on staying in that country for a little bit longer vacation?
Nobody knows.
Or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So that put the cruise line now is in a pickle.
Well, it's all been handled since then, but I'm just going back in time, rewinding like we don't know the story. All these other passengers, waiting to get on the ship can't get on. Their cruise is now canceled because of this.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like it if you're fixing to go, you just went down to Fort Lauderdale to get on the ship or Port Canaveral or Miami, and you can't get on because there's people on there that they won't let off.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And your cruise gets postponed. Have you ever had that happen to you? I've never even heard of that happening.
So here's Aaron Smith.
Oh my, over in Nashville, there was a young man around the age went missing and they found him in the Cumberland River.
Yeah. First of all, being a young person is not easy. It's not easy being a young person. You got a lot of things going on in your life when you're young. And, there was something I just watched on TV recently, and it was adults. It was adults that she felt peer pressured by other adults. So, young people, it's not easy being young and to do something that hurts yourself or hurts your family
Well, I'm still not having any trouble being young. So far, I'm okay. I got a few more days.
At least it says, Bruce, did you hear that?
Bruce, did you hear that?
Because Fearless Rambo says,
I'm booking through ocean to ocean. Bruce is great. There you go, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Our group cruises, everybody's booking through ocean to ocean, y'all.
And here's Aaron.
A YouTube creator do what Tiffany the Lava Shark did just now. Type in hashtag SLJ in that chat and let that Nightbot share your YouTube link. Let everybody find you, get to know you, get to love you like we do here at Sea Lake Journeys.
That's right.
Right on, Aaron.
And there
Woo!
they are. That's how you do it. And Aaron, welcoming in Yachty.
That's right. So we have to have Aaron keep us on top of these things.
Yep.
This show would not operate. You know, this is like Frasier. You ever watch Frasier? It would not operate without Roz, right?
Right.
I mean, you gotta have that producer over there making things happen. Thanks for that, Aaron. Look for a little something extra in your paycheck this week.
There you go.
So the Harmonia finally got settled. They went through the embassy. The cruise line MSC got a hold of the embassy. Embassy got it so that these people could get off the ship and get going. So they ended up only having to cancel one cruise. Thank goodness. Got everything back in line. But I thought, wow, what a nightmare. And I'm sure the cruise line, I've never heard tell of a story like this. Maybe they've never ran into it before either and went, uh-oh, we got to figure out what to do really fast. You know?
Well, you know, the cruise lines are always having to scramble and come up with a new thing that just occurred, you know, and I guess now they're going to have a policy for this.
I'm sure
there's going to be a policy for this.
And I think the policy is going to start with checking some of those visas and stuff better.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you cannot get off the ship at the debarkation port, maybe now the cruise lines are going to have to check whether or not your papers are going to let you off at the port of debarkation.
You may have to put them in like 30 days ahead so they can check them or something like that.
Something, yeah.
There's going to be something happen. You can count on that, y'all. Right on. Hey, other thing I want to talk about is we're thinking about doing, and we've talked about it. I'm pretty sure we're going to do it.
Okay.
We're going to do a Dollar Tree raid.
Oh, yeah, he keeps talking about the Dollar Tree.
I do.
First of all, it's not the Dollar Tree anymore.
Well, what do they call it now?
It's still called the Dollar Tree, but it's like $1.25. Plus, they have things that are $5
and $3
and $3.
Yeah, but I think we're going to do a raid, and we're going to do it. See what we can pick up. So this is where y'all come in. We've still got time in the chat. We want you to put in items that we might be able to find in the Dollar Tree and save us some money. Throw them in the chat. I'm going to write them down because let me tell you, I can't think of everything. She can't think of everything. We need people smarter than us. That's where you come in to help us get a list for that Dollar Tree, y'all. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell everybody tonight, too, you know, for my leg. I actually have a separate leg that's a water leg.
Yeah.
But what it is a bunch of junk parts, right?
Yeah, because legs are expensive.
Yeah.
And the leg he walks on cannot get wet because of,
you don't want the rust and stuff because it's so expensive to deal with.
Yes. So he has what's called a swim leg that's made from spare parts from other legs that he's had in the past. Which the swim leg's so funny because he swims along, right? And the swim leg floats to the top.
Hey, it's just almost like a pirate peg leg. The foot just sticks out at 90 degrees like this right here.
And it's like walking on a concrete block, right? So he goes, kablunk, step, kablunk.
It does not bend. There's no bend in the foot, the ankle,
in
nothing. It's like walking on a peg leg, y'all. And let me tell you, anybody can walk on a peg leg. I salute you. It is painful. You can't just go walking on it, but I can usually get from the chair into the pool or down to the beach and into the ocean or something.
Yeah.
So, and I got some rust proofing kind of stuff sprayed that I put on it, which helps keep it. And as soon as I get out of salt water, I rinse it and then leave it soak overnight in something. But I'm going to have some video from some water stuff coming up on these vlogs coming up because I'm getting in the water, y'all.
Okay.
You know what?
You always get in the water.
But I'm really getting.
And I tell him all the time, if you got to duck walk across the deck. It don't hurt my feelings none. If anybody else has got a problem with it, that's their problem.
Yeah, sometimes I don't forgot to take my water leg last time, so I'm just crawling. I'm crawling like a crab, and then crawling up the steps backwards.
It don't bother me I don't want him to get hurt. But if other people have a problem with you duck walking across the deck, that's their issue, not ours.
Yeah, the only thing I ain't worried about breaking something except wind. Going across the deck like that. Because you're putting a lot of pressure on places that don't get as much pressure. Did you break anything?
So let's see what Aaron has to say.
Young people have a lot going on in their lives, and unfortunately, sometimes they get convinced what happened is the end of the world. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? It's true.
And Fearless says he has fun in the water. We know you have fun in the water. We've seen your vlogs.
Yeah, you got good videos from the water, George. And that's what makes me want to get back in the water myself and try to do a little video in myself. Going to. And Elisa, is cracking up. That's for you, Lisa. Happily ever after, you'll get to see Nugget when I go walking. He's my neighbor's cat.
They've first of all, on our channel, we do not mind sharing links with each other. We do not mind you connecting with each other. What we do say is if you are going to connect with each other, make sure you watch the video.
Yes.
That way your subscription
will count.
Will stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if otherwise, if you just go up there and hit subscribe, it may go
And Fearless wants you to have fun, Chet, like he never has fun.
I do. I want to have some fun. I just want to have fun. I'm taking my squeakies with me on the cruises too, y'all. Lori, get ready. She's going to see them live. Yeah. Okay. So what else is our topic? Oh, some of the other items that we got to get ready to go buy too, that we probably can't find in the Dollar Tree.
I need a bathing suit. I've been looking for a new bathing suit, and I just am not finding a bathing suit.
I told her just wear the American flag bikini.
No, because I'm too old for a bikini.
Listen, y'all go look. I got a short. It's a short of her in a bikini.
Don't look at it.
On the Carnival Sunshine. The Carnival Sunshine. She's in the bikini. Go watch it. It was just like, a few years ago. See if you don't think she ought to wear it.
It's a lot longer than a few years ago. Anyway, the older I get, my skin is a lot more sensitive. When my sister and I went to Georgia digging for gemstones, and I got so burnt. I mean, look at that burn. And it was just like fried.
I'm like, my skin
lotion on, my skin can't take the sun anymore.
I keep telling her, I'll put lotion on her.
Lisa want to know here? What's that display next to you?
Oh, over there.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah, what is that?
So this is just from different
cruises.
This
is a Carnival Sensation card. I think that was when we were gold. Actually, it was white then, but it was gold. And then this is when we were ruby and that's
Princess.
Island Princess. Of course, platinum. That's a Carnival Magic. This is our very first Carnival card, our very first cruise card period from 2004. Look at that. On the Carnival Sensation, May 20th, 2004. And there's a gold card from Carnival also. And then we have, let's see, that's a platinum on Liberty.
And this one's from Royal Caribbean.
That's a first-time cruiser on Royal Caribbean.
Oh, with the soda package. That's what that little thing is.
That's what that is, a soda package.
And then this is when Princess started doing medallions.
This here is the very first Princess card. Your first time on Princess, of course, they don't have cards anymore. You're going to get a medallion instead.
Right. And then some of these are because we turned platinum on that cruise ship or whatever it was. So that's what that is. We have all of our cards and all of our medallions, but
yeah, they're about this thick now.
Yeah. Let's see what was going on over here. Nice collection. Thank you. Here's what's this silicone straw? Oh yes, silicone straws from Dollar Tree.
Hold on, Duckman. Leave it there. I got to write it down. That's a good tip right there. Silicone straws.
And so happily ever yada, she knows the struggle of bathing suits. My thing is I want one that's going to cover me so that I don't get sunburnt. I want it to be comfortable. I want it to be so that if it's wet, I can walk in it and not, just yucky stuff happens with wet bathing suits. Having a difficult time with the bathing suit. Here's Fearless Rambler.
Fearless says, I wore a bikini as a swim coach, but I got laughed at. Dang, high school students.
Yadi, she collects her cards too. And Fearless.
I think I'm turning red on Carnival, and it's not just the sun.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you're going up a level then, George. How about that? Elisa says, yes, save them and show them off from your travels. It made a good little display over there.
Yeah. And
I haven't started that search yet.
For the bathing suit.
Bathing suit search, yeah. I've got the same one I've had for 22 years.
So I think it was a couple of years ago, I got a pair of swim capris. They're capris, but they're for swimming. They're very comfortable. I want to find another pair of those. And I like the tankini tops, but I won't want the little sleeve now because I don't want my shoulders to get so burnt because, skin cancer just ain't worth it. Chet knows about that. And I've had couple things stick and burned on me too. I'm getting older and I want to protect. I want to live longer.
You do?
I do.
All right. How about that, y'all?
How about that?
Hey, don't forget, if you got any other ideas for the Dollar Tree, let me know. So far, we got silicone straws. Oh, the Deal Guy channel on YouTube may have some ideas from Dollar Tree. He does monthly videos on buys from several stores.
There you
The
go.
Deal Guy. Let me write that down.
The Deal Guy.
The Deal
But
Guy.
there's a lot of things from the Dollar Tree that we pick up to take on vacation with us.
There's some things we can't pick up though.
Mhm.
Like I don't think we can anyway. Like I got here suntan lotion,
Yeah, you can get suntan lotion from the Dollar Tree.
the reef friendly kind.
Not the reef friendly kind.
That's what we need though.
Mhm.
You gotta if you're going on a cruise, make sure you get the reef friendly kind because they kind of require that at all the islands now, all the places.
And it's because of the wax and oils in sunscreens that are not reef friendly. They're finding that it's actually killing off some of our reef life.
Do they make a spray suntan lotion that's reef friendly?
Yes, they do.
They do.
They do.
How about that? We're learning all kinds of stuff right here, y'all. Sea Lake Journeys, that's what you call real solutions.
So
for real
here's
cruises.
Aaron. On Wednesday,
I visited the
visit
dermatologist. It's a follow-up from my ear surgery from a couple of years ago.
the dermatologist is not fun.
They're going to keep checking you, Aaron. They're going to
Oh,
keep.
yeah.
I got a spot they cut out of me years ago, and I still check it out.
Robin, you only have to wear bathing suits when nothing gets.
Nothing gets popped out. I say let it pop out. Pop goes the weasel. Dun, 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 dun. Here she comes by the Lido
I
dam.
don't do a lot of swimming on vacation because we have a pool, but we are going to that lazy river. So
Lazy River. That's when we're on an MSC cruise.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's going to be great, y'all.
I forget what port that's in.
It is in Dominican Republic at not Amber Cove, but the other one.
Mm-hmm.
The other one. The
So
one we haven't
here's
been to yet.
Aaron.
And that was for basal cell carcinoma.
Yeah,
That's a
so
carcinoma.
basal
Yeah.
cell, that's why they're really going to start checking you now because
Yeah.
basal cell was the first cancer they caught on Chet, and then he just decided to have more.
Well, then the big
And
one.
welcome in.
The big one though was a malignant melanoma.
Mhm.
That's the one that really was almost killed me.
Michelangelo.
Michael Ann, spoiled mama. Laugh out loud, chat. Right on with Michael Ann. And also, hey, I need some new socks. Can I get socks at the Dollar Tree?
You can get socks.
I can get socks at the Dollar Tree.
You
I'm getting
can.
socks at the Dollar Tree, y'all. How about? Do we need any gluten-free snacks, or are the ships well equipped enough?
So there's not that many gluten-free snacks at the Dollar Tree. There's a few, but not that many. Here's Fearless Rambler.
Why wear a bathing suit anymore? It's just natural.
Yeah, right.
It's just natural. I'm wearing my birthday suit. How about that? Wear your birthday suit for your bathing suit.
I don't think so.
That's a great tip right there from George. Okay, how about a book to read?
Okay, so I did buy 2 new books to read, but you know what? I found a website that's actually used books.
Used books.
Yeah, so the 2 books I wanted to take on vacation with me have to do with my job, trying to make me better at my job. And so the new books were like $15 each, and I found them on I think it was called Thrifty Books
Thrifty books.
for $5 each.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I can afford $5.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, I've got a book that's going to help enhance my ability in my career profession as well.
And what is that?
Conan the Barbarian. It's a graphic novel, not a comic book. It's a graphic novel. Okay.
And Aaron, bathing suit, not on that particular cruise.
No, not on that one. Aaron. You're right. We'll have to wait. That's a different cruise that we will not be
Different cruise that
attending.
we will not be attending.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see all they. She can get
It's,
away
it's
with
a
it,
little
but not me.
old and a little saggy and a little wrinkled. Nobody wants to see it old, saggy, and wrinkled anymore. They wanted to see it when it was nice, plump, and young and perfect.
Yeah. So I bathe with my eyes closed now. I hope I got everything. Thrift books advertises on here frequently, and I've bought some of them.
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
how about that?
Mhm.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Mhm.
didn't know. Yeah.
And really what it is I read a little bit about it before I bought the books from it, and they make sure that the books are, no pages are ripped out of it and they don't have, funky odors and that kind of thing.
Somebody's notes that may
And you
not be
can
part of the
sell
book.
the thrift books back to thrift books.
Oh man, you can sell it back
Mhm.
for $1, and
You can sell it back. It depends on what the book is and all that. Yeah, you can do that.
if they have a demand for it, maybe, huh? Okay, so games. How many of y'all take board games or some kind of games with you?
Yeah, I like games.
We're
And you
taking
know
our
what?
games.
Another thing that you can buy at the Dollar Tree that are fun, especially if you're traveling with kids, are crafts.
Crafts.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
They got some cheap crafts. that you can buy at the Dollar Tree that the kids can do
How
on
about
sea
that?
days and that kind of stuff, or on days where maybe the kids are not getting off on the ship, maybe they're staying behind with grandma or something like that. Yeah, and they even have like fun crafts, not just junky little crafts.
How about that? Good
Mhm.
stuff right there, y'all. So, hey, we got that's what we're going to be doing when we go looking for this stuff. And when we can't find it at Dollar Tree, we'll have to find.
What
like
is
you
this
did
video
online.
you have up here?
Oh, that was in case. Yeah, I forgot the name now.
I don't know.
Anyway, don't worry about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't worry about that. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was up there for a reason.
no, that's the doghouse video.
Oh,
I'll
the
save
doghouse.
it
video.
for tomorrow because then we'll see them tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's pretty much a wrap for us tonight.
Here's Aaron.
Oh, as libraries disappear from ships, perhaps you may need to start packing games.
Yeah.
with you.
Now, the last time we were on, I think it was the Mardi Gras, they didn't have a library. But I
Right.
went to the guest services desk and
Mhm.
I checked out games from the guest services desk
And on Virgin voyages, they're just
everywhere.
a big pile of them right there. You can just go pick them,
Mhm.
play them, put them back, and there's always people sitting around that'll play too. You know, if you want
And
to.
it's not you may not just need the game on the cruise ship. You may have a layover on an airplane.
Yeah.
A good way to pass time.
There may be people that can't get off your ship. You may have to stay on and play games. Well, guys, thanks for joining us here on this great Sunday evening.
Yep. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining us. We really do appreciate you very, very much. And you're going to tell them what time we've got stuff coming up.
Oh,
this
that's
week?
right. Wednesday at 8:30 a.m., Friday at 8:30 a.m. Come on and join Sea Lake Journeys. 6 o'clock in the mornings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be with Jimmy the Astute Tourist and Kenny the Ford Man, followed at 7:15 by Eddie Lugo Studios. Check out Eddie's Facebook page. He will be telling you what channels to find, what time to find them, where to find them, how to find them, who to find them, why to find them, and all that good stuff on that page. And then at Wednesdays and Fridays, 8:30 with Sea Lake Journeys. But Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock, don't forget See Me Traveling with Kurt and Marsha.
And Marsha. And we want to thank you all once again for our moderators and our members. And remember that the links for all of the members on our channel are
right.
in the description of
That's right.
every video we put out and in the end screen that's coming up now.
How
And
about
so
that?
until next time, we'll see you around the channel.
See you around the channel.